How's it? If you're like me, you like to eat cereal in the morning, and as you're chomping down on your cereal, you usually look at the box and the designs and maybe the puzzles on the back of it. But have you ever noticed like the designs of how it appears, the topography, the layouts? You might want to think about that next time you eat your bowl of cereal. Speaking of cereal, what's a snowman's favorite cereal? I think it's Frosted Flakes, but so basically today we're going to be learning product design and packaging. One website I really like and recommend is lovelypackages.com. A lot of students submit package designs that they made. Today in Illustrator we're going to be making a package design for our product. What I have here is a LeBron James shoebox. As you can see, really classic design, like the colors it has, but the important information, you know, LeBron, and it has the model name of the shoe, and I thought it was interesting on the back, you know, what kind of things that they place for their product design. Even the microphone that I'm using today, you know, I like the white space, I like the black, I like the emboss here, I like the different displays on how it looks. Here's a logo, you know, of the company. So a lot goes into packaging design, and you want to make sure you use good marketing skills to advertise your product. So for our product, we're going to use 3D, and so you can either choose, most commonly I would choose a box. It's usually the most important or the most easiest. Let's say you're doing a shirt design. I mean, I've seen rolls of tubes. If you're doing ice cream, you could do a tub, like a cylinder style, but basically just create a 3D shape. I'm going to use my rectangle tool, create a big rectangle, go to Effect, 3D, and Revolve. Now this will make it more like a cylinder if you notice, not so much as a box. So I'm not going to use that one. I'm going to go ahead and use Intrude and Bevel. And so what I can do is hit Preview and preview that. Now, one thing I do recommend, take the way it looks and try to line it up in terms of the horizons. Try to make sure it's somewhat level with the boundaries. Once you get it level, then I would slant it a little bit to the right, not so much down, but I would keep it level as much as you can and show a little bit. But notice how it's tilting. So again, I would like move it like that, but not too much. It's pretty tricky to get it just right. But you don't want it to look like it's floating too much. And true depth, this will increase the depth of the box. So if I want a more thicker box, I can choose something more like this. And so again, try not to make it try to make it level. Okay, you want to make sure there's a clear surface that you can place your label on for your product. Okay. So I'm going to hit OK and use something like that. Now, what I'm going to do is try to create a design that I'm going to be placing on this side for a label. So you're going to start with your logo. So let's see. Let's just say I had my logo here. So let's say I want to create my logo. And again, what I would do is create a box about the same size as your background here, and then what we can do is we can hide this for now, Command 3, and then we can just work with our logo here. And what you can do is you lock this. Command 2 is to lock. So now I can design what it's going to look like for my surface. One of my favorite mints is Altoid mints, and I really like their design and how they have a classic look. So try to look at and get some ideas of some products, and then you're going to make your designs. So you're going to put your logo, you're going to put some features. For example, this says curiously strong mints. It also says the original, you know, artificially flavored. So there's a lot of things that go to advertise. But notice you want to make sure either the product is like the logo is prominently shown, just like in this Nike box. You see the Nike logo is really easily to see. Even in this one, the logo is really easy to see. And then of course you can have the product name also on there, but choose wisely in terms of what you want to show and want to stand out. Use good typography skills when having your description text and so on, choosing the right color balances and the right spacing and the kerning to do that. Okay, so once you have the designs that you wanted, I'll just do little designs here, and then I'll just put PR, that's my product name. Okay, so then you don't need this background anymore, so you can go to Object, Unlock All, and then go ahead and delete this, and then highlight those designs you made and Command G to group, and then you're going to make that a symbol. So what you're going to do is go to your window, make sure you get your symbols out here, and then drag that and make that as a new symbol. And I'm going to call that packaging. Okay, and that's a graphic. So I don't need that anymore, but just in case I might need it later, I'll go ahead and hide that. So go ahead and hit Object, Show All, and again it's going to show that, so I'm going to hide that again, Command 3. I'm going to have my product. I'm going to come in here, and now I'm going to go to my Appearance tab, go to Window Appearance, and then in your Appearance you'll see your 3D Intrude and Bevel right here, so you can change your edit what you already made. Hit your Map Art, and then try to find the face, the front face of the side that you want your label to be. And then once you have it, you're going to go in here and insert your package design, and then scale it to how you want it to look. If you want scale to fit, that works too. And you can preview it and then hit OK. And then notice, bada bing, bada boom, it's there. Okay. So once you have, and then of course you can change the color of the sides and to get the color choice that you want. Now, if you notice on that website, I liked how it reflected right here to show a little bit more elegance, and we're going to do that as well. Next, you're going to go to the Reflect button, the O on the keyboard, and vertical, and hit Copy. So what that did was it made us a copy of this. So what we're going to do is line that up right below. Now, what you're going to do is change this so it's upside down instead of vertical for the second copy. And to do that, we're going to go to 3D and Bevel on our Appearance tab, go to Map Art, and you'll notice that we need to like take this down and change it to be upside down, to be like a reflection. Okay, then hit OK, OK. So now we're looking good. Command left bracket to go behind the text. Now you want to kind of line it up. You don't want to have it like this, because this is the bottom and you can't really see the bottom. So you want to line it up so whatever is here, see, notice this line here, that line is also here and lined up evenly. And then you're going to go to your opacity, and you're going to bring your opacity down so it looks like more of a reflection instead of a duplicate. Okay, and again, your opacity, just try to do your best to get the amount of opacity so it looks like a reflection. Okay, if you want to move it around a little bit to get more of a natural reflection angle, you can do that as well. But notice I'm only going to cut off half of it because it's a more natural reflection, kind of like our image here. You have to cut it off. And I'm not going to choose this dark of a color. So double click and choose the swatches and choose more of a lighter gray. But we're going to go vertical, hold on the shift, something more like that. Now again, I said the hardest part is, oh, and then Command Shift left bracket to put it behind. So now you're going to pull the rectangle, I would say maybe about halfway. Maybe less if you want it to look more like a desk. But yeah, I'm going to go around halfway. So then it has more of a gradual look. to it. Now, Shift O will give us the artboards. So just make sure the artboards, and that will help crop off that picture. And then you just go to File and Export, and then choose Use Artboards, and then Range 1. You can do this as a JPEG. This is your product design, and then save to desktop, and you're good.